What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Don, and we are back with another video. Today we got to talk about Trae Young entering the draft. What do you guys think? He is projected to be a top 10 lottery pick. He is from Oklahoma, 6'2", scores about 17 a game with 8 assists. Now, if you ask me, I say that he is not ready this year to go to the NBA. But I have to admit, after watching him for the last hour or so, just trying to analyze this game, it wouldn't necessarily hurt him, even though I don't think it's the best move, if that makes sense. Because think about this, right? Trae Young is a true point guard. And the team that I'm going to use to describe him the best as, well, the best fitting right now is probably the Knicks. Not only because they're my team, they're projected to take, as of right now, Colin Sexton. But let's say somehow Trae Young he falls to the Knicks. I think that they should take him for a number of reasons. Number one, he has NBA shooting range. It's not like he can't shoot. You know, there's a lot of college players who in college become great shooters, and by the time they get to the NBA, they just disappear. AKA Jimmy Fredette, AKA Doug McDermott. You know what I mean? And it's funny, all these guys they actually played on the Knicks too. But I'm just letting you guys know that Trae Young is a baller. You can't deny him that. You can't deny his vision on the court. You can't deny him being able to get to the hoop. I know he's not strong enough right now, but to be honest, who really is? I think strength sometimes is a poor indicator of you making it to the NBA, because you're pretty much playing against the same guys who have the same strength as you do. It's not until you get to the NBA where there is a considerable difference between this guy and the next guy, you know? I think for Trae, the biggest thing that I will focus on today is his Steph Curry comparison. He is not Steph Curry. You know what? He's far from Steph Curry, to be honest with you, because if you saw the game that he played, that game, I think Steph dropped like 40 against Gonzaga in 2009. Go watch that tape. It was unreal how Steph Curry was shooting at the time, and he wasn't even regarded as one of the higher picks that year. You know what I mean? So it's weird to think about it, that if you looked at Steph's shooting form, his shot already then, it was pretty quick. Trae Young's shot isn't as quick, but he has the range like Steph does. So I think they're similar in a lot of those ways. And if you can develop his assets the right way on the right team, Trae Young will be an amazing NBA player. You can always get stronger. It's not a question of getting stronger for him. It's can he. I think Trae Young's biggest struggle is going to be his defense. Can he really defend? Because I see that as a major weakness in his game right now. It's hard. It's hard for him to come over screens and defend guys. Now, in the next level of the NBA, it's going to be ridiculous. There's going to be guys who have a good almost 40, 50 pounds on him off the bat, you know, trying to come over those screens and guarding some of the best guys in the league who are already quick. You know, like imagine going against Boston and he has to go maybe for a couple of quarters against DeMarcus Smart. You know, there's just guys on teams who are just physically they're there. Even though I say it's not the best indicator, physically he's gonna have a hard time coming over high screens. I do think Trae Young has the potential to be a superstar player. I really do. I really do think his passing is there. It's hard to sometimes see how good somebody is on a bad team. But if you take him on the Knicks, right? Look at this, right? The Knicks right now, they have like 3 or 4 guards. They got Tim Hardaway. They got Burke. They have Ntilikina, right? Trae Young would be the 4th guard, almost there. And I think if the Knicks drafted Trae Young would be the best guard they have, because he's a true point guard. Even though Trey Burke is good, he's not as good as Trae Young. Let's be honest. This would set up an interesting scenario for New York, because it depends on what they want to do with Kristaps Porzingis. If they really believe in Porzingis, then they should draft Trae Young if Trae Young falls to them. Because with Trae Young and Porzingis, it is a deadly combination because now Kristaps doesn't have to constantly be on the perimeter. He can start doing his work inside, which he loves. But having another outlet guy who can really shoot will be a deadly combination for the Knicks. Couple that with somebody, um, Tim Hardaway Jr., who is already a bona fide scorer, to be honest. And now you're looking at a team forming in New York. You're looking at a team that has a true point guard in Trae Young. You got a good two in, I'll say, Tim Hardaway. You got Porzingis, who can really play the 4. He's not a 5, but he can definitely play the 4. So 3 guard, you'll probably end up with Beasley. You're looking at a pretty good team right now, and that is the key for Trae Young. It depends where you go, because if his assets are utilized properly, like they were for Steph Curry, because if you look at Steph Curry now, what Golden State has become the perfect team for Steph Curry to play upon. Because you remember the first years that he really rose to his superstar status. There were games where Steph Curry couldn't do anything at all because it was only him and Clay. And then Draymond came. He really emerged as the third guy. KD took him to another level, but I'm just saying that sometimes it's hard to make the Steph Curry comparison early on because Trae Young doesn't necessarily have the tools that already Steph Curry had when he came out. But I think Trae Young has something that not a lot of guards have, the ability to score. Just constantly, the ability to score. And if you can find a way for him to score less, automatically he will become more efficient. Because if you have honestly, Kristaps Porzingis is an all-star. So if you put the two of them together already, that probably takes about 10, not 10, I'll say about 5 shots away from Trae Young off the bat. That already will improve his efficiency. I think they should take him. I definitely think Trae Young, even though he's not ready, he should be allowed to have the opportunity to go to the NBA, get drafted, hopefully by the Knicks. I think the Knicks would be perfect for him. A true point guard that can lead the line, that can score, that can drive, that can kick if he has to, because he will draw everybody to him. With Porzingis, it will be a deadly combination. Imagine that. That's all assuming Porzingis is healthy, by the way, But I'm just going off of that. I wasn't convinced about Trae Young at first, but I think that in the long run, he'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine. I see no reason for him not to go at this point. Because it will be a waste of time for him. What would Trae Young do? What would Trae Young really do in his second year that he didn't do his first year? That's how you got to see it also. Time to develop for what? The time to develop is now. So if he puts in that work, summer league, 1 year in NBA, 2 year in NBA, by his third year, I see this guy averaging 18, 19 a game. Easily, with maybe like 6 or 7 assists. Easily on a good team. And that's the truth. Because look what happened to Steph Curry. Once the pieces came together, there was nothing holding him back now. And, early in Steph's career, injuries were hurting him a little bit, his ankles, But if Trae can stay healthy and really perfect his game, learn when to take the right shots is important for him as well. Learning when to take the right shots, there's nothing stopping Trae Young from becoming an all-star player. It's just now it's perfecting his craft. Because the tools he has, you can't deny Trae Young the tools. I don't care. Colin Sexton is nice. I like Colin Sexton, but I like Trae Young a little bit more. Just a little bit more, just because of the things that he can do, shooting wise, that would draw so many defenders to him, which would allow him to kick it, and which is important. If you have a player on your team that players fear, the rest of the team will have an easier opportunity to score, and I really see that with Trae Young, as he develops his game into the NBA. But what do you guys think, man? Do you guys think Trae Young is ready? I think he should take a shot while he can, because nothing is guaranteed in this world and in this league. So if you have this opportunity to take it, why not take it? Do you guys think he's not ready yet? Let Donny know in the comments section, man. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. I'm out.